Dear students, next topic is molecular interactions. Part 1, Covalent Bonding. Before going to the topic, please subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon for notifications. Like, share among your friends and comment. Dear students, I am giving you a series of videos regarding molecular interactions. You know what is molecular interaction? An atom undergo pairing and form a molecule or compounds by forming chemical bonds. So there are various types of molecular interactions we are going to discuss. The first one is covalent bonding. A covalent bond is formed by equal sharing of electrons from the outermost shell of an atom between two similar atom or dissimilar. Anyway, that form a molecular compound. For example, H2 for hydrogen, Cl2 chlorine molecule, and HCl is a hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride. Like this, the molecules are formed by sharing or pairing of electrons. We can see what is a covalent bond and how covalent bonds are formed. Elements having very high ionization energies are incapable of transferring electrons, and elements with very low electron affinity can't take up electrons. The atoms of such elements tend to share their electrons with the atoms of other elements or with other atoms of the same element in a way that both the atoms obtain octet configuration in their respective valence shell and thus achieve stability. Such association through sharing of electron pairs among different or same kinds is known as covalent bond. Here in this figure, how a covalent bond is formed, that is explained. See, the red positively charged nucleus and the blue is negatively charged are the shared electrons, and that is the ring which covers both, that is shows attraction between the nucleus and electrons. This is how a covalent bond is formed. Then how an atom can achieve a covalent bond? Sharing of electron between atoms of the same kind. Example, H2, Cl2, O2, etc. Then sharing of electron between atoms of different kind. Example, formation of ethane, methane, then H2O like water, NH, ammonia, all these are the example for the achievement of covalent bonds. And you know, all the carbon compounds are covalent compounds. As per the electronic configuration of carbon, it needs to gain or lose 4 electrons to become stable, which seems impossible, as carbon cannot gain 4 electrons to become C4- because it will be tough for 6 protons to hold 10 electrons, and so the atom will become unstable. Carbon cannot lose 4 electrons to become C4+ because it would require a large amount of energy to remove out 4 electrons, and also the C4+ would have only 2 electrons held by proton, which will again become unstable. Carbon cannot gain or donate electrons, so to complete its near noble gas configuration, it shares electron to form a covalent bond. That is why covalent bond is the most prevalent bonding in carbon atom. That is why carbon having tetracovalency. When we examine the properties of a covalent bond, if the normal valency of an atom is not satisfied by sharing a single electron pair between atoms, the atom may share more than one electron pair between them. Some of the properties of covalent bonds are: covalent bond does not result in the formation of new electrons. The bond only pairs them. They are very powerful chemical bond that exists between atoms. A covalent bond normally contains the energy of about 80 kilocalories per mole. Rarely breaks spontaneously after it is formed, and are directional, where the atoms that are bonded showcase specific orientation relative to one another. Most compounds having covalent bond exhibit relatively low melting point and boiling point. Covalent compounds have lower enthalpies of vaporization and fusion. Covalent bonding do not conduct electricity due to the lack of free electrons. Covalent compounds are not soluble in water. Types of covalent bonds. There are three types of covalent bond. Single covalent bond, double covalent bond and triple covalent bond. We can see the examples for these three types of covalent bonds and how the molecules are formed. Depending upon the number of shared electron pairs, covalent bond can be classified into single, double and triple covalent bond. How a single covalent bond is formed? Single bond is formed when only one pair of the electron is shared between the two participating atoms. In this diagram, there are two atoms, atom 1 and atom 2. See, atom 1 and 2 having unpaired valence electron, but when shared together, a covalent molecule or stable molecule is formed. Example is formation of hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acid. Example is formation of HCl molecule. Here hydrogen having only one electron in the outermost shell, chlorine having 7 electrons in the outermost shell. So what will happen? Both will undergo sharing or pairing of the electrons and form a covalent molecule called hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acid. A double covalent bond is formed when two pairs of electrons are shared between the two participating atoms. One line indicates single bond. Here two dashes indicate double bond. Double covalent bonds are much stronger than a single bond, but they are less stable. Example is carbon dioxide molecule. Here central carbon atom shared with two oxygen by double covalent bond. Like carbon dioxide, here oxygen molecule is also formed by the pairing of two electron pairs in the oxygen atom and form O double bond O. Triple covalent bond is formed when three pairs of electrons are shared between the two participating atoms. Triple covalent bonds are represented by three dashes and are the least stable type of covalent bond. Example, formation of nitrogen molecule. Here each nitrogen atom having 5 valence electron provides 3 electrons to form 3 electron pairs for sharing. Thus, a triple bond is formed between the two nitrogen atoms. So we discussed about types of covalent bonds like single, double and triple covalent bond. The next one is polar covalent bond. What is a polar covalent bond? Here unequal sharing of electrons take place between two atoms. That forms polar covalent bond. As a result of polarity of the atom or molecule, that is delta positive or delta negative charges will form. Polar covalent bond forms by unequal sharing of electrons due to the difference in the electronegativity of combining atoms. Most electronegative atom will have a stronger pull of electrons. The electronegative difference between the atom is greater than 0 and less than 2. As a result, the shared pair of electron will be closer to that atom. Example, molecules forming hydrogen bonding as a result of an unbalanced electrostatic potential. In this case, hydrogen atom interact with electronegative fluorine, hydrogen or oxygen. Next one is non-polar covalent bond. Non-polar covalent bond is formed by sharing equal number of electrons between atoms. And non-polar covalent bond is formed in gases like H2, N2. That means hydrogen gas, nitrogen gas, etc. This type of covalent bond is formed whenever there is an equal share of electrons between atoms. The electronegativity difference between two atoms is 0. It occurs wherever the combining atom have similar electron affinity. That means diatomic elements. Example, non-polar covalent bond is found in gas molecules like hydrogen gas, nitrogen gas, etc. Next we can discuss about polarization of the covalent bond. It is observed that in the sigma bond between two different atoms, the electron cloud is always closer to the more electronegative of the two atoms participating in the sigma bond. Due to this, there is a permanent dipole that arises in the bond and the covalent bond is said to be polarized. See here in water molecule, oxygen having two delta minus charges and hydrogen have delta positive charges. Here is the difference between covalent bond and ionic bond. Covalent bonds and ionic bonds are type of atomic bond. These bonds are different in their properties and structure. The covalent bond include pairs of electron by two atoms binding them in a fixed orientation, while a bond between two ions is called ionic bond. Covalent bonding occurs between two non-metallic atoms characterized by sharing of electron pairs between the atoms, and other covalent bonds with electronegativity difference is greater than 2. In the case of covalent bond formation, polyatomic ions are formed, whereas the ionic bond is formed as a result of electrostatic attraction between the oppositely charged ions. See in the figure, the atoms with the sharing of electron take place and a molecule is formed in covalent bond. But here transfer of electron from one atom to another take place and form positive ion and negative ion. That means the ion which donate electron is positively charged, which receives is negatively charged ion in ionic bond formation. Dear friends, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and please subscribe my channel.